Oh, bet. Looks like somebody just came down on orders. I just came on orders. Gonna get out of here. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Oh. Korea. That can't be right. I didn't sign up for Korea. Crap. Does this scene look familiar? Have you ever personally been victimized by orders to Korea? And now you don't know what to do? Stay tuned. I'm here to help. Alright, so the first step that I have is just to let you guys know. These, get out of the barracks, guys. Like, you're not going to have any fun if you're just sitting here your entire year or 9 months, however you want to do it, and you're staying cooped up in a building like that this whole time. Look around. Does this look like somewhere that would be fun to you? I didn't think so either. So, hey, if you've got a chance to, you might as well take it up. A lot of people come here and they spend their entire time just sitting in these barracks doing nothing but playing video games and being by themselves. Nobody wants to be alone, and as much as you can say that you're a loner and everything else, nobody wants to do that. So to help yourself and not get depressed and get lonely, because you're going to be lonely over here, get out of these buildings and go out and have some fun. The rest of these tips, I'm going to show you guys some different places that you can go in order to help you get away from that. So here's number 2 on the list. One of the first things that you can do whenever you get to Korea is to get yourself associated with places like this or here. And I'll give you some ideas. We're going to go inside, I'll walk you around, show you what to look for and some of the different programs that they offer that can kind of help you out and help you survive Korea. So as you guys can see, there's a lot of different things that you can do here at the CAC, the Community Activity Center. There is also a library in here. I had asked to shoot footage in there and I was told no because they have rules about not filming in there. That's fine. That's why you always make sure that you ask. You don't want to step on any toes that you're not supposed to whenever you're making these videos. But they do have a library. I'm standing outside of Outdoor Rec right now. I was trying to get in there and see if I could talk to somebody, but unfortunately it's Sunday. They're closed. That's why you see a lot of this footage and stuff like that, that this building seems kind of empty. It's because it's a Sunday evening here, so a lot of people are already kind of calling it a weekend and they're back in their rooms for the weekend. Anyways, all that being said, I wanted to just kind of tell you guys about some of this stuff. There's a music room in here with sound booths where you can go in and play instruments. You can rent instruments out, or if you have instruments yourself, you can bring them in. You can also come down here to Outdoor Rec, where, as you see on the screen, there's all sorts of trips, all sorts of things available that you can go to on the Outdoor Rec side. And then also over at Travel Services, you can go to things like shopping trips. You can go on different explorative things throughout the country. You can go up to the DMZ. You can do all sorts of stuff, and you see a little bit of that on the wall. I'm not going to zoom in too much just because, you know, you guys get the general idea, and I don't want to, you know, get too specific with a lot of things because of the rules that we have with posting videos. Anyways, this is a great place to like hang out, relax, chill out, and you guys see the pool tables in the video, you guys see stuff like that. And there's also a room that has nothing but TVs with game systems, and also some TVs that are empty, so you can bring your laptop in to hook up. You can bring in your game systems and stuff like that if you just want to get out of your room. I've done it a lot of times. I'll bring my laptop down here, I'll play Skyrim on a large screen and stuff just to get out of my room because it helps. Last thing you want to do is, going back to step number 1, you don't want to confine yourself just to your room. You want to allow yourself to have some fun, relax, to get out of your room a little bit. And the CAC Center is an excellent place to be able to do that. And now we're going to jump right on over to the USO so you can see what's going on over there. Alright guys, so just like what happened at the library, USO has rules where you can't film inside and stuff like that. So again, something that you want to be careful of if you're starting to make YouTube videos, or even just sending videos back home. There's rules that you got to follow. So I just wanted to tell you guys real quick what the USO offers. There's a theater room where you can come, and I hooked up my laptop to it and played some Skyrim on like a 70-inch TV because nobody was using it. There's game consoles with recliners and free coffee and free food, and there's Wi-Fi where you can hook up to your laptop and all this other stuff. There's just a lot of programs here that basically, like I said with the CAC Center, you can use these programs even if you're doing stuff you would generally be doing in your room. You can do it outside your room just so it kind of gets you out, gets you about, and keeps you from that glum of just being inside the same room all the time. I've used the USO I don't know how many times, and they've always been good, full of great volunteers. I can't say enough good stuff about the USO, but just make sure that if you're just trying to get out of your room, like I said, even if you're doing the exact same stuff that you was doing before, try it out here. Okay, so now that we've focused on getting out of the barracks and utilizing some of the facilities on post, I'm going to hit you guys up and show you guys some stuff about things to do off post that I slightly mentioned in the last little section, but I want to make sure that you guys are utilizing to the best of your benefit here. So we're going to jump into the importance of taking trips, how they're affordable, and how it's something that you should definitely do to get yourself out and about to survive Korea. I've went on a few trips while I was here, and trust me, they were lifesavers. They really got you out of that monotony of day-to-day work. And honestly, if you go with Outdoor Rec and you go with the travel services and stuff, you're going to get to go on these trips for next to nothing. As you guys saw earlier on my channel, and as you're seeing on the screen right now, I got to go to the Boryong Mud Festival. It was a lot of fun. I think the whole trip, the entry fee, all of that stuff only cost me like $35. And then we went and we did a platoon outing for four-wheelers and wakeboarding and all sorts of stuff at the lake at this outdoor resort. And it was actually covered. All you had to do was sign up for it. So you're going to get offered all these chances to do these things. Make sure that you're doing them. Make sure you're taking advantage of the soul trip, the shopping trips, like I said, ski trips, everything else. And you're going to have a whole lot of fun just because you got yourself out, you got yourself off post, but you made it towards positive, uplifting things that you could have been doing other stuff, but you made the choice to do fun things while you were here. All right, so real talk moment before we continue this list. When I first got here to Korea, I was 30 pounds overweight. I was in bad shape, not gonna lie. Now, I passed everything, passed tape, passed PT test, but just barely. The reason I bring that all up is because if you're going to be here for a year or 9 months, whichever you're here for a PCS or for a rotation, there's no reason why you can't work on yourself and improve yourself, and that's exactly what I did using these next 2 tips that I want to help you guys out and make sure that you improve yourself while you're here and you take yourself to levels that you've never been before. All right, guys, so just so you know that I'm not just making this stuff up, I've got Carlisle and Graham here. They're going to go over a little bit of why they think fitness is important to them and why it's helped them in their time in Korea and how it can help you too.
Fitness on your own is important. I mean, we're in the Army. We want to be fit. It helps us with the PT test, help us mentally, physically. It's part of our creed. It's something you got to live by being in the Army. Just to fit off what Graham said, I agree with everything you just said. Also, like, especially a good thing to do, like, health is very, very important. So, like, as now you have to take care of yourself. When you get older, you be fit. When you're younger, you be fit. So you want to stay healthy. I mean, the younger generations learn how to do this, and the older generations. I mean, just like sitting in the barracks, going out, drinking in the field, every day, this is not healthy. You gotta be proactive, get out here and do something. You're not in school doing homework or just doing volunteer work, get out, come to the gym, why not? Get a couple of exercises. Help you, like I said, the PT, mentally and physically. I definitely gonna keep you out of trouble. Especially if you catch like a routine, you've been going like maybe like 2 days a week, then you might go 3 days a week. You keep on, it becomes a habit, and then you catch yourself just going every day, and then it just becomes a habit, and you just keep staying out of trouble, staying out of trouble. Just gym takes up most of your time.
All right, while we're here for a second, I'm going to talk about the commissary. I'm going to shoot some film in there, but I'm not going to talk just because it is kind of busy. But make sure while you're here that you're taking charge of your diet, like these guys will tell you.
Before I joined the Army, this is my first conversation. I used to drink sodas a lot. As I got into the gym and started doing my fitness heavy, I seen that it was like hurting me. So I know I cut back on sodas and stuff like that, but I do need to work on my diet. Try to stay away from alcohol too as well, like just like fatty foods and like limit yourself to just like one cheat day instead of like too many.
When you're going to the DFAC, you're kind of limited on what you can get. So whenever you're shopping for snacks and things like that, or if you're even shopping to make things and cook in your barracks room, make sure you're making healthy choices. Like I said, I lost 30 pounds while I was here. It could be really, really beneficial to you, and all you got to do is make sure that you're taking charge, making smart decisions, and a lot of that starts at the commissary. So on the subject of diet, I also want to touch on drinking, which is obviously, it's a big issue here in Korea because a lot of people want to take it kind of to the extreme. So listen to what these guys have to say. All right, Carlisle, a second ago you said something about that you don't drink that much. So if you had to give a reason why not drinking, or at least limiting how much you drink, is important, like what are some of the things that you could tell people as far as ways to stay out of trouble and why drinking can get you into trouble?
I would say to answer that question, just not drinking, you're gonna save a lot of money. That's definitely one of the biggest things. You're not gonna be able to spend a lot of money on alcohol. Health-wise, it's basically it's gonna keep your mind clear. It's gonna keep your body healthy. You're gonna feel a lot better waking up. Just drinking, man, it just takes up most of your money during the downtime. You gotta be proactive. Like I said, get in school, get in the gym, something. But drinking is just not the way to go. It's not gonna put you in a good position, especially when we make the Army a long career. It's not gonna put you in a good position. Drinking cause fighting, cause drama, just cause a lot of heartache on yourself and other people as well, such as your coworkers, your family, and other people. So just drinking, period. You don't need to be out there drinking. That's when a lot of shark cases get involved and stuff like that, and just a lot of stuff that doesn't need to happen.
That's not going to steer you wrong, guys. I'm not saying that it's wrong to drink or anything like that. Me personally, I quit drinking because it was a problem, but for a lot of people, they can do it responsibly and all that. There's nothing wrong with having a drink now and then. There's programs that the Army offers, but hopefully you can recognize if maybe you need some help, and either you can enlist in one of those programs, AA, or just choose to dial back yourself. But dialing back on the drinking isn't just going to save you money. It's not just going to save you time, but it'll save you some trouble in the long run that you could potentially get yourself into with the Army. So just make sure that whenever you're checking out your diet and you're working on improving that how much alcohol that you're drinking, that might be something you want to consider as well. Alright guys, I appreciate you checking out this video, and if you guys came down on orders for Korea, it doesn't have to be a bad experience. I actually really enjoyed my experience here. I met a lot of good people, and there was a lot of missions that I went on that I wouldn't have went to in the States. So don't get your mind made up that it's negative before you get here, because there's a lot of stuff that can go right. If you're interested in finding out more about Korea, make sure you check out this playlist right here. It's got all sorts of stuff about what the barracks rooms look like, in processing, things like that. And also, there's that button right over there. You guys are free to subscribe. I appreciate you guys. And until next time, I'm the Amazing Bacon. I'll talk to you guys later.